we are discussing here quadratic equations. Okay, so just the introduction of this one. You must have heard about quadratic polynomials. So what was the degree of the polynomial when we were calling it quadratic polynomial? What was the degree of that polynomial?
2.
2. Yeah. So when the degree of the polynomial is 2, that's called quadratic polynomials. But here the same quadratic is there, but beside that equation is written over here. So yes, it is quadratic equation. Here we will be having equality sign. So any algebraic expression where equality sign is there, that's called equation. Okay. So here we are going to discuss about quadratic equation. Now quadratic equations standard form is here also degree 2 will be there. It's the same quadratic, but here it will be in the form of equation. There it was in the form of expression. Here we will be having equation. So it will look like ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. Standard form of quadratic equation. Okay, equality sign is there, that's why we are calling it equation. Now if I'll write, suppose equation will be there like x square is equals to 5x plus 20. First thing first, the question will be like represent it in the standard format. So can you tell me how to write it in the standard form? I have written just above it the standard form of quadratic equation. How to write this equation in the standard form? Yes, Aisha, Noah, Afnan.
Habits. One habit. 5x minus 20 is equals to 0.
Exactly. So we will try transposing everything on one side. Be it on the right hand side, acceptable. Be it on the left hand side, completely acceptable. Okay, so we are trying to keep everything on one side, and this is how we will be able to represent it in the form of. Okay, Ifra is there. Ifra, just now we have started quadratic equations. Okay, introduction I was giving. What is this quadratic is same like the previous quadratic. There we were having quadratic polynomials. Degree of the polynomial is 2. That's called quadratic polynomial. Here we are having quadratic equation. Whenever we will be talking about equation, there will be equality sign. So yeah, here we will be having equality sign. And yes, here also the degree, the highest power of the variable will be 2 only. And this is the standard form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay. And if we are having an equation, let's say 2x square plus 5x minus 7 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Here one side we will always maintain 0. Okay, just writing, just it's a way of expressing it in a standard format. If one of the side is not 0, we can make it 0. We can shift everything. We can transpose everything on one side. For example, x square is equals to 5x plus 20 I have taken, and I asked to write it in the standard form. How? Just in this form, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So this 5x we can transpose to this side. This 20 we can transpose to this side. It will become x square minus 5x minus 20 is equals to 0. Okay. And this is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now, can you tell me, if I will ask you what is A, what is B, and what is C? Can you tell me anyone? What will be A, what will be B, what will be C? If we will compare it with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. What is A, what is B, and what is C?
A is 1, B is minus 5, and C is minus 12.
Perfect. A is 1, B is minus 5, C is minus 20. So yeah, this is how, when the equation is not given in the standard form, we can just transpose it, shift it here and there, and we can just write it in the standard form. Then we can do the comparison. If the coefficient ABC is asked in the question, this is how we will be able to take it out. Okay. Now, if the question is 6x square is equals to 0, is it a quadratic equation? Can you tell me anyone? Is it a quadratic equation? Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it's a quadratic equation. Okay, it's a quadratic equation. Why? Because degree, if in the form of polynomial, if you will see only the left hand side, you can see degree is 2. And when the degree is 2, it's quadratic. Equation? Yeah, equation, because there is a equality sign. On the other side, 0 is there, no 0 is there, doesn't matter. If equality sign is there, it's equation. And if degree 2 is there, highest power of the variable is 2, it's quadratic. So 6x square is equals to 0, it's a quadratic equation. Okay, if I will write now, can you tell me what is A, what is B, and what is C over here?
A 6, B and C are 0.
Exactly, A is 6, B is 0, C is 0. Okay, this is how we will be writing the coefficient. There is no x coefficient, B is 0. There is no constant, C is 0. Okay, now the next one, suppose we are having 6x square plus 2 is equals to 0. This is also quadratic equation. Here, can you tell me what is A, what is B, and what is C?
A is 6, B is 0, and C is 2.
Everyone getting it? Noah, Aisha,
Yes.
Afnan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If we will be having 6x square plus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. So here all the terms are present. Obviously, we will be able to say that yes, it is quadratic equation. So this is quadratic equation. This is also quadratic equation. This is also quadratic equation. Now you must have realized that only power 2 term has to be there. Other terms are there, not there, doesn't matter. But this x square term has to be there. Now all of sudden, if I will write 5x plus 2 from the above equation, and again we'll ask the same question, is it a quadratic equation? Is it? Previously it was, but now is it? Anyone?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
The question is 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. Is it a quadratic equation?
No, ma'am.
It's not. Okay, it's not a quadratic equation. If you will try connecting it with the polynomial, see linear polynomial we are having on the left hand side, and this is linear equation. Am I making sense to you? Can you see it's a linear equation? Linear polynomial, and equal sign is there, so it became linear equation. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
If I will write x cube plus x square plus 2 is equals to 0, is it quadratic equation?
Yes, ma'am. No, no, ma'am.
No. What is the name?
Cubic polynomial.
It's a cubic equation. Yes. It's not polynomial because equality sign I have given. It's a cubic equation. So that's why polynomial chapter we have discussed at first, and now we are having quadratic equation. Clear? So far, is it clear to everyone? The naming and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, few expression will be there which we have to check whether it is quadratic or not. Let me write it over here. We will be using the identity, we will be using the formula to check it whether the given expression is quadratic or not. Let me take it. Just a second. X plus 2 whole cube is equals to x cube minus 4. Check it whether it's a quadratic equation or not, because now you are clear with the concept. When to call it quadratic, when not. Okay. When it is cubic, when it is linear, doesn't matter cubic or linear, we don't have to name it. Here we will completely focus on quadratic equation. Now again the question is same. Is it quadratic equation? Is it quadratic equation? How we will check it? Just by observing the equation? No. We will be doing the simplification. We will open the bracket. We will see whether we are, after doing the simplification, after opening the bracket, are we going to get the last final equation as a quadratic or not? That is the main question. For now, it doesn't look like quadratic, but doesn't matter. Okay, we are supposed to simplify it first, then only we can give the conclusion. Is it quadratic equation? Please do check. Which formula we can apply here? X plus y whole cube formula. Please do apply the
Plus b
identity.
whole cube.
Who will tell me what is the identity of x plus y whole cube? Or a plus b whole cube, whatever way you know the formula.
No, I forgot.
Okay, it is x cube plus 3xy in bracket x plus y plus y cube. This is the formula which we also write it in this way. That is x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. This is also, this way also we write the formula. Okay. So you can take you can take this one. Okay. This is just the simplified form of the above formula. Okay. So please use this formula and do the simplification and let me know, is it quadratic equation? Do it. The question is over. Yes. Have you checked it? Noah, Aisha. Are you doing it?
1 second.
Okay. Ifra, Afnan, you also.
Ma'am, I don't understand. Can you please explain?
Yeah, sure. Please let me. Let's do it. We will solve it. So x plus 2 whole cube. It's the formula says that x cube plus 3 into x into 2
Ma'am, I got till
and
x
get x
cube
plus
plus
2.
3x square y plus 14.
Okay. Let me write it,
Zero.
Aisha. Please match the steps. Whether you
Okay.
have also got the same step or 8. Directly I am writing 2 cube over here. That is 8 is equals to x cube minus 4. Is it clear so far to everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now x cube. Let's open the bracket. But before that, let's do the multiplication. 3 into x into 2. That is 6x. In bracket x plus 2. Okay. Plus 8 is equals to x cube minus 4. So we will be having x cube plus 6x square plus 12x plus 8 is equals to x cube minus 4. Now, whether it's a quadratic or not, we don't know, but we have learned that whatever is there on the left hand side, right hand side, we can keep everything on one side. Okay, so let's take everything on one side. So here we will be having x cube plus 6x square plus 12x plus 8 minus x cube plus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. Now, can you see this x cube and this x cube will cancel out each other? Can you? It will make 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, we are left with 6x square. Then we are left with plus 12x. And then we are left with this 8 and 4 also. So, 8 plus 4 is what?
12.
12 is equals to 0. Okay. Now we can take common factor and we can shift it to other side the number, but still without even taking common factor, can you see, is it a quadratic equation? Again the question is same. Is it a quadratic
Yes.
equation? Yes, it's a quadratic equation. 6x square plus 12x plus 12 is equals to 0. It's a quadratic equation. Okay. However, one more step we can go. What can be taken out as a common factor from all the terms?
6.
What will be remaining?
X square plus 2x plus 2.
So we will be left with x square plus 2x plus 2 is equals to 6. We can transpose to other side. It will be 0 by 6. That means just 0. This is completely like whatever was possible. The simplification, we have done everything over there. Now nothing is possible. Like now no simplification we are going to do. Here only we can just make the conclusion. However, at this step also we were able to say yes, it's a quadratic equation. Okay. So yeah, it's a quadratic equation. This is how we will be checking. Whatever question will be given to us and the question will be like this. Check it whether the given equation is a quadratic or not. So this is how we will be doing the simplification, whatever possible. So in class, like maybe in class 7, class 8, class 9, whatever formula, whatever identities you have learned, everything you have to apply now. This is how the subject mathematics is. Each and every concept is connected with each other. Okay. Let me give one. Is it clear to everyone? First, let me know. Here,
Yes, ma'am.
at first, a cube term was there and it felt like it's a cubic equation. But once we started solving, we ended up with a quadratic equation. So just by looking at the equation, it will not be fair enough to decide whether the given equation is quadratic or not. If possible, go and do the simplification, then only you can make the conclusion. So if any MCQ question will be there in your final exam, in your board exam. A MCQ question will be there where cubes term will be sitting and the question will be, is it a quadratic equation? So like it's the given equation is, the option will be quadratic, cubic, this, that. So just don't rush and go and just click on the cubic equation because it's not a cubic equation. However, power 3 is there, but when we simplified, it became quadratic equation. Got it? Got it, everyone? Let me give one more question. X plus 1 plus 8 is equals to x plus 2 in one bracket, x minus 2 in another bracket. Again, the question is same. Okay, check it whether the given equation is quadratic or not.
Ma'am, ma'am, I just tried. I don't understand, but I got my answer as 12.
12.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Everyone just wait. First, let me know, are you understanding what we are trying to do? Noah?
Ma'am, I got minus 12.
Just minus 12. Just?
And
Okay. Yes, Ifra, Afnan, are you understanding what exactly we are trying to do over here?
Ma'am, I'm not getting the answer.
x plus 12
Here
equal.
we don't have to find the answer. 24, 12, 30, 40, 100. A value we are not searching. We are checking only whether the given equation will be quadratic or not. How? By doing the simplification. Is that any simplification which like we can do over here? Yes. X is multiplied with x plus 1. Can we apply distributive property? X will be multiplied with the first term. X will be multiplied with the second term. Have you done like that, Noah, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Afnan and Ifra. Have you multiplied this x with the bracket? Have you written x square plus x? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then this plus 8, we have to copy paste over here. Then does it looks like x plus y and x minus y? The formula which we were having, x square minus y square formula is x plus y in one bracket and x minus y in another bracket. So can we use formula over here directly? Yeah, I said to you in the very beginning, for doing the simplification, we need to use the identities which you have learned in the previous class. So yes, we can use the identity over here. Can we write it as a x square and then minus 2, that's a square? Can we? Can we? Noah, Aisha, Afnan, Ifra.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we write it this way? Does it looks like a plus b and a minus b? In one bracket a plus
Yes.
b, in another bracket a minus b. Then the formula
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
square minus b square.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, we can write it this way. So what are we going to have? We are going to have x square minus 4. Okay, here we will be having x square plus x plus 8. Now we will be taking everything on one side. Okay, so let's take the right hand side term also on the left hand side, x square plus x plus 8. And here we'll be having minus x square. Here we'll be having plus 4 is equals to 0. X square gone. X equals to, like x equals to you are finding, but here the question is check it whether the given equation is quadratic or not. Check. Just a moment. Let
It's
me
not quadratic.
I'm not talking about positive or negative. Let me write it. Check whether, okay, quadratic you said, yeah, you said it correctly. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Whether it is quadratic, whether the given equation is quadratic or not. We did all the simplification, whatever was possible. We got x, 8 and 4 is making 12 is equals to 0. Now, if you are finding x value from here, that is minus 12, great. But that we don't have to do. What we have to do, our purpose is not this one. Okay, this step we don't have to do even. Here only we will say it's not quadratic. It's not quadratic equation. It's a, which equation is this? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Is it cubic equation? Is it linear equation
No,
or what?
Sure.
linear equation.
It's a linear equation. It's not even a quadratic equation. Getting my point? Just a moment. Okay. So is it clear to everyone? Is it clear? Yes, Noah, Aisha. Yeah. Is it clear what exactly are we doing over here? We are checking
Yes,
whether
ma'am.
the given equation is quadratic or not. Are we trying to find the value of x? No. The
No.
instruction is not to solve the equation. The instruction is to check whether it's a quadratic or not. We have to do the simplification and at last we have to check whether x square term is sitting over there or not. And that is the highest power of the variable or not. If x square is there and x cube is also there, that means it became cubic equation. It's not quadratic. Getting my point? Getting? Suppose I am
Yes,
writing
ma'am.
x cube is also there and x square is also there. Now the question is it a quadratic equation? Is it a quadratic equation?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not. Okay. So we just have to check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. Now the next is finding the solution of the quadratic equation. Let me give you. Note it down. You will be able to do this. These are the few equations which you will be able to solve. When you recall it, when you were finding the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, then you have solved this type of equation by splitting the middle term. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0. Number 1. Okay. Please note it down. These all you are going to do by yourself. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equals to 0. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equals to 0. Square root 1 I am not taking today. Okay, these are the only these three. Note it down. You have to do it by yourself at as a homework. Okay, I'll be yeah. Am I audible? I'll be sending you the homework, but this also you along with that homework which I am going to send you, you have to do these you have to find the value of these quadratic equations also. How? By using the same concept which you were applying in polynomial chapter by splitting the middle term. So Noah, you tell me whether you know how to split the middle term.
Yes, ma'am.
Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Afnan, you know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And Ifra.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so note it down. You have to do it by yourself at home. Splitting the middle term. These are the very basic equation I have given to you. Square root 1 we will be discussing. Okay, we will be discussing the quadratic equation in which we are having a square root that we are going to discuss. For now, can you do the first one and let me know what you got as an answer? Please do quickly the first one. So that I can be assured that yeah, you will be able to do the next two also, so that I can directly start with the quadratic equation where the square root terms are there. If this is clear, then only we can start that. If this is not clear, at first we need to discuss this one.
So, should we find is it quadratic or not? Teacher, you know.
Okay, you have to find the value of x from here. The first one,
Okay.
x square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to minus 10 is equals to 0. Solve it and find the value of x. That is the instruction. Yeah, all are quadratic. Instruction, let me write it over here. Solve Yes, what are you getting? X value. Aisha, Noah, Ifra.
Ma'am, I'm about to finish.
Okay.
Ma'am, I got x is equal to 5.
X equals to 5. Just 5. Just 5. X square minus 3x minus 10. Just minus 5. And minus? Minus 5 and
Ma'am,
minus?
5 and minus 2.
No, 5 and minus 2.
Yes, Afnan, what you said? Was it minus 5?